goodness. Good morning. I don't know if you guys have seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but I do not know how you could possibly be expected to go to school on a day like today. If you haven't seen it, see that one. It's good. My name is Mike Barth. I'm the Principal of Curriculum Instruction and Assessment here at Fowler. I want to welcome families, parents, grandparents, friends, teachers, paraprofessionals, and most importantly, students to the Fowler 8th grade promotion ceremony. Before we begin, there's some thank yous in order. By the way, you can be seated. Sorry. I want to thank our Maynard facilities team, especially Tony Savard for getting this all set up this morning. Mark Manasian and the students from WAVM, thank you so much. Detective Manchuso and her partner, our supportive school committee, thank you so much. There's a really special thank you, Joanne Lociato. Where are you? She doesn't want to be recognized, but we all know. We all know who the real leader of Fowler is. Our ushers from our Tiger program, thank you so much. Upper administration, including Superintendent Haas, Assistant Superintendent Gaudet, thank you so much. Our 8th grade teachers and paraprofessionals, thank you. But I'd also like to acknowledge a special guest here today, Fowler's former Principal of Leadership and Operations, Mr. Dan Costello. Can you please stand? Thank you for your service and support. We wish you the best. Finally, can we give a huge round of applause to Marlene Coleman, literally my right-hand friend. She has the best ideas. She has a heart 3 times the size of normal. And I don't know, did you think that I thought of the ice cream truck yesterday? I did not. That was all Miss Coleman. She has the best ideas. Thank you. Actually, the next order of business I'm going to address our students. Students, I'd like for you to recognize your families who've supported you all these years while you've been at Fowler. How about giving your families a round of applause? So, let's do a couple more recognitions. This is our first year to graduate a Spanish immersion class. Would all those students please rise for Spanish immersion? Be seated. And please stand if you're in the National Junior Honor Society. Congratulations. Let me ask parents and teachers here this morning, any adult here, how many of you thought that you would be doing the job you're doing today when you were back in 8th grade? Give me a holler. Crickets. So I asked the parents, did you know what you were going to be doing when you were in 8th grade? Not a single one is doing the job that they thought they'd be doing in 8th grade. There's not very many of us here today that know what we want to do when we're this young. So don't stress about it. The next 4 years are going to be the best 4 years of your life. I hear that all the time. It's true. It was for me when I went to high school. I believe that it will be for you. It's exciting to be in high school. It's fun. You get to be challenged. You get to have a lot of choice in what you're doing, you're learning, and things that you are involved in. And after a couple of years, you'll start thinking about leaving home and heading to college or whatever floats your boat after high school. So leaving 8th grade is a big moment because there's a lot that's about to start happening in your lives. I hope you really look forward to that. It's going to be fun. But let's get serious for a moment. I want to share a quote that Mark Twain said. He said, travel is fatal travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. So let me repeat that. Travel is fatal, or it helps end prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Over the years, I've been asked if I could give one piece of advice to students. What would it be? And traveling far away is that advice. Stepping off the plane in Ethiopia or China or Alaska or Russia, these experiences shape you and they force you to realize that many of the beliefs you may have held about other people are quite simply not true. And as you get older, research and learn and travel to these faraway places. I know you're in 8th grade now, and that all depends on your parents, but soon enough it'll be up to you to make those decisions. Get a passport and travel. The world is both bigger and smaller than you think. But I promise you that in actually less than 24 hours from right now, you could be standing almost anywhere else on this earth. Almost. Might take you a little bit longer to get to New Zealand. It takes a little grit, it takes an open mind, but don't forget to send me a picture when you summit Mount Kilimanjaro, or you stand in the deep, wonderful, mosaicked subways of Moscow, or when you run with the bulls in Spain. I truly believe you're prepared for high school, guys. And in high school, I hope you never forget the steps you've taken along the way at Green Meadow and at Fowler. There's a quote from one of my Grateful Dead songs, one of my favorite Grateful Dead songs. I read this a couple years ago. There is a road, no simple highway, between the dawn and the dark of night, and if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Scholars, I know that each one of you is on your own path, your own road. On this road, you'll be accompanied by friends and family, some of whom are here this morning. People may join you and leave you as you walk on your road, but remember that it's your journey and your footsteps that determine where you go. Your friends and family might have to carry you or push or pull you, but I want you to know that we are rooting, everybody here is rooting for you every step of the way. Thank you. I would now like to invite Officer Mancuso to the podium for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Just going to lower this. I brought with myself Officer McGrath. For those of you who don't know him, he's the new community officer. And first off, I just want to say congratulations. Before being back on the road, I was in detective, and then before that I was SRO, and when I was in the SRO spot, your kiddos were in 5th grade, so it's pretty awesome on our side of things to see them grow up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to invite Brian Haas, our superintendent, to the podium.
Good morning, everybody. It's actually fantastic to be here to celebrate with our students, to celebrate with our families. It's probably the one thing that's been missing from this entire year or year and a few months. Let me start, because I would be remiss if I didn't take a minute to thank Mr. Barth for his leadership this year of Fowler School, both of his staff and of the students. He's done just a stellar job. If I could have a good round of applause for Mr. Barth, please. And Mr. Barth has done a fabulous job of recognizing lots and lots of people, so I'm actually just going to skip right over all the recognitions and get to a few comments, and I will keep it short because I am sure if I was in 8th grade and I was sitting there, this would be the last person I want to hear from today. So number one, if you are close enough and you can see, my first thing would be wear sunscreen, because if not, you kind of look like this. It's not good. Kind of feels like it was in a microwave this weekend at a track meet, so my first bit of advice is wear sunscreen. Secondly, and I'll mimic this off, I'm going to use Mr. Barth's, he referenced Ferris Bueller's Day Off, so if you haven't seen it, I too would recommend that. I would also recommend one of the things we learned this year is how to Google and how to use technology. So, for the adults in our audience, my guess is you'll know who David Letterman is. Hopefully you liked him. If you don't know who he is, I'm sorry for you. You should look him up and you should sort of watch some YouTube videos of him because he's really funny. I'm not, but I do like one of the things that he did. He had a top 10 list, which was hysterical. When I was back in college, I loved it. So instead of going on and on, I'm going to give you a quick top 10 list of, as Mr. Brown said, sort of advice or just things to think about as you graduate and move on. So number 1, accept who you are. Number 2, move forward yourself. Number 3, value people, especially those important to you. Next, assume good intentions. Next, work hard. It's highly underrated. Hard work goes a long way. Next, be on time. I know it sounds kind of silly, but it matters. Be kind. Take a chance. Be true to yourself. And then it's funny, my last one overlaps with Mr. Barth's reference to the Grateful Dead, and that would be, listen to music. It's good for the soul. Those are my 10 things to tell you. Maybe you'll remember one of them. And lastly, so this is my first year in Maynard, so I learned a lot, as much as I could about the middle school, the elementary school, the high school. And one of the things that I learned about the high school, and one of the beauties of Maynard High School, is the fact that it's small allows you to do almost everything you want. So if you think of a big high school, 2,000 kids, super competitive. If you want to be on the softball team or the football team, you need to be one of the best, and it's a big number that you need to be the best of the best of. What we offer is lots of opportunities. So I learned that this year from students at the high school who said, hey, I was able to participate in music, in AP classes, in theater, in varsity sports, in clubs, in WAVM, and work a part-time job and have a good time doing it all. So one of the things that you have to look forward to are opportunities at Maynard High School. So I would say enjoy Maynard High School, have a great time, take advantage of everything that is there to offer to you. Have a great day. Congratulations again on making it through this year.
All right, I'd like to introduce Maddie Morgan, Student Council President, for a few remarks.
Good morning, teachers, staff, families, and classmates. I'm honored to speak to you today. I want to start off by giving a big thanks to all the teachers, the aides, the guidance counselors, our 8th grade teacher leader, Mrs. Coleman, the school nurse, and finally our principals, Mr. Barth and Mr. Costello. Thank you for helping us get here and ending our year on a high note. I'd like us to reflect on the past 5 years at Fowler Middle School. When we were the youngest at the school, we were a little scared, a little excited, maybe exactly how we're feeling right now. We persevered and the years went on, and we did so many things together, including attending Halloween socials with silly costumes, myself dressed as a grocery bag filled with groceries. Thanks, Mom. Playing on the new playground in Gaga Pit, participating in Spirit Week, although never coming in first place. Let's try to change that next year at the high school. Having student council meetings, WAVM radio shows, chorus and band concerts, Fowler plays, the talent shows, sports games, jazz band, spelling bees, and a dodgeball tournament. Most of us took our first walks with just our friends downtown on a half day from Fowler. We even bent the rules a little bit with the dairy stomps in the cafeteria and making TikToks when we weren't supposed to. I know we each have many memories. I just want to take you back to a select few. We can't forget about all the fun memories the teachers have given us as well. Like Mrs. Sullivan dressed in her PJs welcoming us to the school, the morning announcements, Mr. Costello and Mr. Barth getting slimed, Mr. Barth taking water balloon hits for the polar plunge, and the Fowler Fair, especially the dunk tank. The most significant event for us as a grade was Nature's Classroom, one whole week of just us and our teachers. We learned that we could survive without our phones all day, every day. We worked in groups and got to know each other better. We had skits, sing-alongs, org reports, pride over spray games, and so much more. Suddenly, COVID struck, and we all had to adjust. First, no school, then remote school, next was hybrid, and we finally got the chance to go back full-time if you wanted to. Remote learning was a difficult change for most of us. We had to dig deep and keep learning on our own. The transition to working in small cohorts rather than being all together was also difficult, but it gave us some hope that things were going to be back to normal soon. We are so lucky to be here today all together to celebrate our accomplishments. We were able to have our 8th grade semi even though it was in a parking lot. Thank you to all the teachers, staff, and parents who helped make that night possible. It was one of our first opportunities where we could all be together this year. Things will change after today. We are heading back to being the youngest grade once more, just starting our high school careers. So much in front of us, so much behind us. After going through the COVID-19 pandemic, I hope each of us can really believe in ourselves and know we can do anything we set our minds to. In closing, I ask each of you to step over your comfort zones over the next 4 years. Enjoy new clubs. Take an art class. Try a sport. Learn an instrument. Make friends with someone you wouldn't normally. Or just share a kind smile with someone. Whatever high school you are attending next year, make sure you take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. I can't wait to see what the next 4 years brings to us in high school.
Thank you, Maddie. And now I'm introducing Fowler's very own poet laureate, Hannah Peters, who will read the student poem.
The last 5 minutes of 8th grade. Summer feels like anything but far away. Tick-tock, tick-tock, the students eagerly watch the clock. High school came here quicker than I liked. It seems like yesterday I was learning how to ride a bike. Memories flashing before my eyes of everyone when we were all miniature-sized. We've all grown up together, through good and bad weather. Some have left, and others have joined, but the time we have spent was nothing less than enjoyed. Sometimes I say, I don't want to go to school, but I must admit, I'm going to miss everyone in it. From my friends, to the teachers, to my peers and other staff, the thought of leaving our memories behind makes me sad. We've been through it all, global pandemic, food fights and shrines in the bathroom stall, nature's classroom, historic protests, and school dances where the police were called. Name it, and we've probably been involved. And thanks to the staff for helping us get through it. You were always there to help extend our learning limits. You helped us grow from seeds to blooming flowers, and helped us discover our superpowers. The last 5 minutes of 8th grade have passed us and are no longer here to stay. But in the end, we can all officially say that the 8th grade class of 2021 has made it to graduation day.
All right, so now let's move on to the academic awards. The next part of our ceremony is the academic awards, which recognizes students who excelled academically this year. I'd like to welcome Ms. Rush to the podium.
Hi, my name is Caroline Rush, and I'm the 8th grade science teacher. I'm very proud to announce the following students who have all attained excellence in science. Please hold your applause until all the students have been announced. Students, please stand when your name is called. Matt Boyle, Riley Carvin, Tacey Carter, Emily Chow, Josh Curtin, Dean Sawyer, Natalie Aguirre-Guerra, Jenny Smith, Owen Wild, Hannah Peters. This year, the science pin for exceptional achievement in science goes to Tacey Carter. now my pleasure to introduce my colleague, Mr. Conway.
Good morning. My name is Sean Conway. I teach English Language Arts, and I would like to announce the following students who have attained excellence in ELA this year. Please hold your applause until all the students have been announced. Students, please stand when you hear your name called. Tacey Carter, Riley Carvin, Emily Chow, Josh Curtin, Jack Dunton, Dylan Gallo, Maddie Morgan, Hannah Peters, Owen Wild, and Ava Wisely. And the pin for highest ELA achievement this year goes to Owen Wild. I also have a couple of awards, the Avid Reader Award, and the first Avid Reader Award goes to Isabella Burke. And the second Avid Reader Award goes to Tacey Carter. And finally, I have two creative writing awards called the Quill Pen Award. And the first Quill Pen Award in creative writing goes to Emma Ryan. And the second Quill Pen Award in creative writing goes to Phoebe Fandaka. Congratulations. I'd now like to introduce my colleague, Ms. Carrasco.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Carmen Carrasco, the Spanish and French teacher. I would like to recognize the following students for their astounding achievement this year. I'm going to start with my immersion group. Tacey Carter, Isabella Burke, Natalie Aguirre, Brenna Berner, Lucas Hogan, Ava Wisely, Matthew Boyle, and Mile Westerbeek. And the pin goes to Ava Wisely. Spanish, Jennifer Smith, Maddie Morgan, Hannah Peters, Sarah Matson, Emily Chow, Dylan Gallo, Cody Mart, Sarah Duran, and Owen White. And the pin goes to Jennifer Smith. Finally, French, Luisi Machado, Riley Carvin, Dean Sawyer, Josh Cartin, Jack Danton, and Siobhan Hickey. Shivan Higby. And now I would like to call up Cody Robichaud.
Hello, I am Corey Robichaud, and I am the 8th grade civics teacher. It is a pleasure to teach your students, and I am honored to share with you the students who have achieved the highest achievement this year. Please hold your applause to the end. Students, when your name has been announced, please stand. Tacey Carter, Emily Chow, Josh Curtin, Dylan Gallo, Colt Jackson, Cody March, Hannah Peters, Jenny Smith, Miles Westerbeek, and Owen Wild. And the pin for highest achievement in civics goes to Dylan Gallo. Please welcome my colleague, Miss Graham.
My name is Melissa Graham, the 8th grade math teacher. I'm delighted to be here and to announce the names of our most successful math students. Please hold your applause until all the students have been announced. Students, please stand when your name is called. Matthew Boyle, William Cahill, Tacey Carter, Emily Chow, Josh Curtin, Jack Dutton, Dylan Gallo, Jenny Smith, and Owen Wild. And the pin for outstanding achievement in math goes to Josh Curtin. I am now happy to introduce Mr. Parham, who will be giving the Computer Science Award on behalf of Mrs. Pinta, who just had a brand new baby.
Hello, good morning. My name is Sean Parham. I'm the visual arts teacher at Fowler, but I'm also the teacher leader, so I wear many hats. Today I'll be wearing Miss Pinta's. So she does want to congratulate the class, the 8th grade class, and wishes you all the best on your journey to high school. The following students she would like to recognize, if you could please stand up when I read your name. Brenna Bernard, Shannon Kelly, Hannah Peters, Joshua Curtin, Dean Sawyer, Calvin Gomez, Ava Wisely, William Cahill, Teddy O'Brien, Louise Machado, and she'd like to give this pin to Teddy O'Brien. I'm also going to be wearing the hat and channeling Mr. Kozik, who cannot be here. He also wishes you well on your 8th grade journey. The following students, please stand when I call your name. This is for band recognition. Will Cahill, Nathan Kopitas, and Zachary Kopitas. Felix Freeman, Jeffrey Levy, Jackson Severance, Matt Tevlin, Miles Westerbeek, Ava Wisely, and John Michael Waldron. And the pin for the band award goes to John Michael Waldron. And since I'm up here, I'm going to read the art awards too. So. I'd like to thank families for allowing me the privilege and honor of teaching your students for the last 5 years. As a specialist, I get to watch them grow over the years, and I learn a lot from them as they do from me. So I honestly want to say from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best on your journey, and thank you for following this journey with me at Fowler. So for the following students, if you could please stand up when I read your name. Emma Ryan, Ava Wisely, Jennifer Smith, Ava Zarcone, Giuliano Corbett, Riley Carvin, Brenna Bernard, Phoebe Fiandanca, Alex Wads, Eric Lee, and the pin goes to Emma Ryan. And because it's hard to pick just a few, I have some special art distinctions that I'd like to read off as well. So for the special distinction in art for most creative mind, can Lucas Hogan and Esme O'Brien please stand? For special art distinction in the most skilled painter, can the following students please stand? Isabella Burke and Elliot Chetwin. For the special art distinction in most expressive artist, can the following students please stand? Tacey Carter and Miles Westerby. And one more. For the special art distinction in most imaginative artist, can Teddy O'Brien and Grafton Norris please stand? Thank you, graduates. I'd like to call up Mr. Morello to read the Phys Ed Award.
Hello, I'm Mr. Morello. It's hard to make a choice with so many student athletes, so I decided to skip all that and go right to the award winner, Eric Lee. Let's hear it for Eric.
Good morning. I'm Laura Petito. I'm the Makerspace teacher at Fowler, and I'd like to announce the names for academic excellence. Dean Sawyer, Riley Carvin, Jack Dunton, Megan Grunstrom, Hannah Peters, Emma Ryan, Darren Sawyer, Emily Chow, Teddy O'Brien, Kyle Letsky, and the pin for outstanding achievement goes to Dean Sawyer. And I'd like to announce Mr. Banta to present his awards.
Hi, I'm Ned Banta. I teach Latin, or at least I try. Not easy during the pandemic, but these kids did an amazing job, and you just can't learn a language alone on a computer, and they did. And best class, I think, for that I've seen in a long, long time. But the award winners, John Michael Waldron, Riley Carvin, please stand. Siobhan Hickey, Luisi Mikado, Emma Ryan, Darren Sawyer, Sarah Duran, Giuliano Corbett, Ava Wisely, Brenna Bernard, and the pin goes to the Latin Club's legendary charioteer, Giuliano Corbett. And now, Mrs. Sullivan.
Good morning, I'm Brenda Sullivan. I'm a physical education and health teacher at Fowler. They did not do this in chronological order. I'm not the oldest, right? Oh, I might be. And of course, they save the best for last because health, as I tell my students, is the most important subject that they can have in school because it encompasses their bodies and their souls and their minds. And, as they all know, they are to treat their bodies as a temple. Right? Yeah. They know, I tell them that all the time. So the excellence in health is, for my list here, is Hannah Peters, Josh Curtin, Jenny Smith, Jack Dunton, Natalie Aguirre, Siobhan Hickey, Luisi Machado, William Cahill, Emma Ryan, and Brenna Bernard. And our pen winner who did not miss a beat, I think she had hundreds all 3 terms, Hannah Peters.
Save the best for last. Ms. Sullivan. I'd like to introduce Marlene Coleman back to the...
Hi, I'm Marlene Coleman. I'm the 8th grade special education teacher, and I'm also the teacher leader for our grade. I'm happy to be announcing some very special awards today. The Citizenship Award goes to those students who consistently model friendliness, generosity, and consideration of others every day. It is an honor to recognize the following students: Natalie Carlson, Jack Dutton, and Eric Lee. Sorry, should have clarified. These awards get pinned, so if your name gets called, you can come up for your pin. The Grit Award is presented to those 8th grade students who have consistently persevered in all areas. It is an honor to recognize the following students for their unwavering determination: Emma Ryan and Grafton Norris. The Award for Intellectual Curiosity recognizes students who have a sincere and deep, consistent desire to know and to understand. I am proud to acknowledge the following curious thinkers: Brenna Bernard and Miles Westerby. The STEM Award recognizes students who excel in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and math. It is an honor to recognize the following students: Natalie Aguirre-Guerrera and Matthew Boyle. The Tiger Award is given to students who demonstrate excellence in citizenship and service. It is my honor to recognize the following students for their extraordinary leadership and contribution to the greater community: Hannah Peters, Maddie Morgan, and Alex Guads. The Tiger Stripe Award is presented to those students who strive to reach their individual potential in education. It is my pleasure to present this award to Megan Grunstrom and Colt Jackson. And let me turn the microphone back to Mr. Barth.
The Principals Award is presented each year to the students who exceed our expectations in all ways possible. They're committed to their studies and they excel in effort and achievement across all disciplines. And to top it off, they're very kind and humble students. It is my distinct privilege to recognize Emily Chow and Owen Wild. All right, I think it's time for promoting our students to 9th grade. I'm going to ask our students, we've only had one rehearsal due to some limited time together, so our students are going to come and line up to their left, row by row. Yep. Come around. Yep. I'd like to invite Superintendent Haas, Assistant Superintendent Gaudet, to the front of the tables. And I'd like to invite Ms. Robichaud to the podium.
Before I begin, I would like to first share some thoughts from this group of 8th grade students. Natalie Aguirre would like to say thank you for all the wonderful teachers and her family for helping her through this year and achieving her goals. Gunnar Bellew would like to say thank you to his friends and family for being with him every step of the way this difficult COVID 8th grade year. Brenda Bernard would like to say thank you so much to all of her amazing teachers. She is going to miss Fowler and everyone so much. She hopes everyone has an amazing summer and she will see you soon. William Buchholz would like to say thanks to his parents for this school year and his teachers for working through this tough year. Thank you to his friends and thank you to everyone. Sarai Brano would like to say thank you to her teachers and friends that have always been there for her through these past 3 years at Fowler. She would also like to say thank you to her mom for never giving up on her. Isabella Burke would like to say thanks to the teachers for making our last year at Fowler a good one, despite the massive struggle. She will miss all of you. William Cahill would like to say thank you. Thank you to our school, our teachers, our family, our friends. Thank you to everyone who helped us make it through these last 5 years. Natalie Carlson would like to say thank you to all of the teachers for believing in her, and to all of her friends for always being there for her throughout all these years and always making her smile. Ella Carter would like to say thanks to our amazing teachers that have helped them through this tough year, and a big thanks to her family and friends. Tacey Carter would like to say thank you to her whole family, who has always been supportive and understanding about everything she would wish to accomplish. Now, on to the promotions. Natalie Aguirre Guerrero. Quinn Barang. Natalie Barron. Gunnar Bellew. Travis Birmingham. Brenna Bernard. Matthew Boyle. William Buchholz. Sarai Bueno. Isabella Burke. William Cahill. Jackson Caldwell. Natalie Carlson. Ella Carter. Lacey Carter. Riley Carvin. And now I'd like to call up Mr. Conway to read our next group of students.
First, I'd like to read some sentiments that these students wrote down. Emily Chow wrote, "Thanks for the guiding and teaching of my family, friends, and teachers. I made it through my Fowler years." Julie DeMar Conception Diaz writes, "This has been the toughest year. I'd like to thank all my teachers for trying their best. I would like to thank my friends and family for always helping and supporting me. I love you guys." Zachary Kopitas writes, "I'd like to thank my parents and the best teachers ever this year." Nathan Kopitas wrote, "A big thank you." Michael Krashura wrote, "Thank you to everyone who has helped me through this year." Jacqueline Dubon Souza wrote, "I would like to thank all my teachers for their support throughout the years, and I will try my best this upcoming year." Jack Dunton writes, "I'd like to thank my mom, dad, my brother Sam, and my grandparents for their support." Nev Duplessis, she wrote, "I would like to thank you all. I would like to thank all my friends who made class fun during the time we had left this school year." Sarah Duran wrote, "I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me throughout the years, and even if I don't see my brothers often, I still appreciate them. I'd also like to thank my teachers." Aiden Fales wrote, "I want to thank my parents for always supporting me. I want to thank my teachers for helping me. I will miss Fowler, and I'm excited to go to Assabet." Phoebe Fiandaca writes, "I'd like to thank my friends Emma, Riley C., Dean, and Sophia for helping me make it through Fowler. It would have been much harder without y'all." And William Fisk writes, "I'd like to thank my parents and sister for always being supportive of me. I'd also like to thank everyone at Fowler for 5 amazing years." And now on to the promotions. Emily Chow. Elliot Chetwind. Julie DeMar Conception Diaz. Nathan Kopitas. Zachary Kopitas. Giuliano Corbett. Michael Crucher. Joshua Curtin. Alex Derabert. Jacqueline Dubon Souza. Jack Dunton. Nev Duplessis. Sarah Duran. Aiden Fales. Phoebe Fiandaka. William Fisk.
First, I'd like to share some thoughts from this next group of students. Will Fowler would like to thank his parents and friends for helping him get through this tough year. Felix Freeman says thanks to his family for their support. Dylan Gallo would like to thank his parents and teachers. Calvin Gomez says thanks to his mom, dad, sister, and to all the teachers at Fowler for being with him for the 4 years of middle school and setting him for high school. Megan Grunstrom would like to thank all of the Fowler staff and all of her friends and family for making the middle school experience the best it could be. Alexander Guads would like to thank his mom, dad, and teachers. Siobhan Hickey would like to thank her family and teachers. Taylor Highsaw shares that now that we passed the challenges of middle school, it's time for us to move on to an even bigger challenge, high school. Nia Irwin would like to thank her dog, Scooby. Christine Keaveney says thanks to everyone who helped her get through this school year. Shannon Kelly gives a shout out to her parents for being super cool. Alex Landry says thanks to everyone for a good year. And Liam Lawton would like to thank his mom, dad, and siblings. And now on to promotion. William Fowler. Felix Freeman. Dylan Gallo. Calvin Gomez. Megan Grunstrom. Alexander Guads. Adam Hayes. Siobhan Hickey. Lucas Hogan. Taylor Highsaw. Nia Irwin. Colt Jackson. Christine Keaveney. Shannon Kelly. Emily Alex Landry. And Liam Lawton.
Before we start the next group, I'd like to share some more thoughts. Eric Lee says this year it was hard to see his friends with their masks on. He felt happy when he saw them at school and they could say hi. He would like to thank you all for being his friends, and a special thanks to Tessa Marino. Tessa is always kind to him and Laura. Kyle Letsky would like to thank all of his teachers in Fowler, and especially the 8th grade teachers, for helping him prepare for the next level in high school. Patrick Morrow would like to thank his teachers, friends, and parents for making 8th grade a fun year for everyone. Rachel Martins would like to thank her family, teachers, and friends for making the past couple of years so fun. She is looking forward to high school. Sarah Matson would like to thank all of the teachers and staff for her wonderful time here and also their extra support during this pandemic. Maddie Morgan wants to thank her family, all of her teachers, especially Mrs. Sullivan and Mrs. Robichaud for coaching and student council, and Mrs. Cotter for being so kind. Grafton Norris would like to thank his parents, siblings, and cousins. And now to continue with the promotion. Eric Lee. Kyle Letsky. Jeffrey Levy. Louise Mercado. Patrick Mara. Cody March. Tessa Marino. Rachel Martins. Sarah Matson. Nathaniel Leroy. Devin McManus. Angie Melendez Souza. Desiree Michalunas. Madison Morgan. Riley Noak. Grafton Norris.
First, I'm going to share some thoughts from our students. Esme O'Brien, she's so grateful for all the friends she has made and for all the amazing memories that she will never ever forget. Have an awesome summer. See you next year. Kaden Wallet, he would like to thank his teacher and his family who helped him get to high school. Ava Palisolos, she would like to say thank you to the teacher and her family for helping her through the years. Hannah Peters, she will forever be grateful for the opportunities and memories Fowler has given to her. Noelis Rodriguez, she would like to say thank you. All the teachers who stuck with her for 4 years and helping her to get ready for high school and making school fun. Emma Ryan, thank you to all of the 8th grade teachers for helping her get through this year. Quote, you'll be all right, just take it slow, one day at a time, at ease. Dean Sawyer, he would like to thank all of the teachers of Fowler. Darren Sawyer, he is going to miss all the teachers he worked with this year. He's going to miss all the fun stuff he did in all the classes this year. And Akrif Semakula, he would like to thank his parents for always supporting him and his brothers for always keeping it real. Now I'm going to proceed with the promotions. Miller Norris. Esme O'Brien. Kaden Wallet. Alana Perez Vázquez, Jahir Perez Vázquez, Hannah Peters, Eva Palisolo, Enzo Porfino, Jackson Price, Ella Pueli, Ronan Rafter, Noelis Rodriguez, Emma Ryan, Dean Sawyer, Darren Sawyer, Akrif Semakula. Long's Rush.
Okay. First, a few words from our 8th graders. Jenny Smith would like to thank her family and friends for an awesome time at Fowler. Nash Thompson. Nash would like to thank his parents and all his teachers for pushing him during this tough year. John Michael would like to thank his family and friends who helped him get through this tough year. He's also looking forward to the many years of high school to come. Miles would like to thank all of his teachers for sticking through these confusing times and doing a great job. Owen would like to thank his friends for all the fun and memories that they had at Fowler.
Ava would like to thank Miss Travers and Mr. Hales for the most fun musicals, and Mr. Kozik for a great band director. She's excited to continue with those. And now on to the final promotions. Jackson Severance. Leonard Silva. Jenny Smith. Jakai Sprinkle. Andrew Talmo. Joshua Teague. Matthew Tevlin. Nash Thompson. Lucas Toland. Sean Vaprayo. John Michael Waldron. Miles Westerbeek. Owen Wild. Christopher Wilkins. Ava Wisely. And finally, Gabriella Woods.
All right. Thank you, Gabby. Making the ceremony a little shorter. That was great. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you to the Fowler community, the Fowler family, for supporting our students this year. And the students, no joke, picked this recessional song. And I couldn't believe they picked it, but they did. And I would like to tell our students to enjoy your summer and welcome to the high school.